Are you potentially holding back the results that you could be getting from semen retention? Unintentionally, by the way. Not even knowing that you're doing it. That's what I'm going to be talking about on this video here, guys. And what I mean by that is, could you potentially have energetic blocks in your body that are causing more deep-seated, deeper fundamental problems for your body, for your emotions? That's something that I've personally been working through and uncovering on this semen retention journey. I think I'm getting close to like 270 days now. The streak is still alive and well. Yeah, I think it's close to 270 days now. Last year I set the goal, the challenge of hitting 365 days, a full year, full 12 months, and I'm absolutely gonna hit that. We're getting pretty close. And one thing that I have been working through is...
In 500 feet, turn left onto Cool Springs Boulevard. Then take the Interstate 65 south ramp on the right.
How do you address the energetic blocks? So yes, guys, with semen retention...
Now turn left onto Cool Springs Boulevard.
We are saving up just an absurd amount of energy, of life force. Right, guys? I've got almost 270 days of life force energy coursing through my veins. That's a lot of freaking energy. So I know that I've got energy to work with. And I know this because, guys, I'm locked in. Like, I'm aiming this energy at business and getting shit done and building my life up and rebuilding myself and hitting bigger business, financial goals, stuff like that. And like, I can tell you, I am locked the F in more than I have been in a long time. And stuff is in motion that is a game changer, and I'm taking more risks than ever before, but I'm also more confident in those risks than ever before. It's like, I've got energy. I can feel it. It's changing me. But I recognized there were still blocks, things that were blocking me. And so many guys on the channel were like, oh, Jason, you just got to go work out more. Hit the gym, man. You got to get stronger. It's like, guys, trust me when I tell you, I am very aware of what my body is wanting or isn't wanting right now. When I go do something, I go all in. So when I hit the gym, I don't miss a day. I lock in on the thing, you know, and can pretty quickly put on 20 pounds of muscle doing that. That's awesome, but I could tell there's a different shift here. There's something that my body wanted to work through, because
ramp on the right.
just from signs it was giving me, I'm like, okay, it's not time to work out yet. Thankfully, my acupuncturist, without me even bringing that up, told me, she's like, oh yeah, like, hold off of heavy workouts. Like, it's, your body doesn't want that right now. Your spleen doesn't want that. Your organs don't want that right now. It's too taxing. It's like, okay. No wonder I was getting that hit, that it had that intuition of like, oh, let's ease off of working out. Which is, like, guys, I love working out. I love being active and athletic and
keep left to stay on
building and strengthening my body. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. But I've intentionally held off from that because, again, like, okay, no, I can sense that there is a block. There's blocks that I'm working through. So what can I do to address the blocks, the source issues? Because going and working out and putting on muscle isn't going to address the blocks. In fact, it may make them worse. It's like, what order should I be doing these things in? And that is where I introduced
keep left to stay on Interstate 65
acupuncture. And guys, I make quite a few videos about this because it's what I'm doing. I literally just document what I'm doing on this semen retention journey and what I'm trying out and the things I'm combining with it. And today was my 10th acupuncture session in the last, like, realization, guys. I'm like, okay, you can hold up and store up all this energy, this sexual energy, this life force essence with SR.
Now keep left to stay on Interstate 65
great.
South.
But if you have energetic blocks, emotional blocks, that energy isn't actually going to flow through you. You're not going to get the full benefits. You're not going to reap the full benefits. You're not going to get that energy moving all around and feeding you like it's supposed to. And that was like a light switch moment for me. So I went and found, after a lot of research, who I believe to be the greatest acupuncturist in the whole area. Phenomenal, third generation, it turns out. I thought it was second generation. Third generation Beijing acupuncturist. Chinese doctor or whatever. She's phenomenal. And now I'm starting to see like this energy move more, that my body's starting to benefit more. It's working through blocks. So here's an example, guys. Today, I went in. I was like, today's a day where I'm just going to let her do the tongue analysis and take my pulse and feel and just tell me, you know, what she's going to work on today. I'm not going to bring anything to her today. And it's like, what are you seeing, doc? She's like, oh yeah, heart chi's low. We still got to work on that. I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense, because it turns out the heart chi is connected to your mind, your mental, your thinking. And when you have chi problems with your heart, you tend to overthink. You tend to have a just wandering mind, like it's just like an overactive mind. And I have been seeing a pattern, guys, where after these acupuncture appointments, I'm just in a zen, just such a peaceful mood. My mind is just calm, and it goes back to this whole concept of like, I feel like a kid again with semen retention with this energy, but now I like start to feel like a kid again with just like the default setting. It's like wiping your phone back to factory settings. It's like peace. My mind is quiet. Like, oh, this is homeostasis. This is my true baseline. How do we get back to this and keep this going? I always see it, my favorite Corvette, somewhere or another when I drive back from these. I just saw a bright red one. Freaking dope. I can get one of those. And because I'm just like in this zen moment, and she's like, oh yeah, also like you probably have wild dreams and like very overactive dreams and everything. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. But after some of these, for a few days, I'll just like crash out and sleep and not have dreams. And I'll go super just like black out almost. And also, since doing acupuncture, guys, I haven't had any out-of-body experiences. So I was just talking to Bogdan about this. Ever since the interview, we just kind of keep up, and we're always chatting about,
in 1 mile, keep left to stay
where
on
we're at on our journey. I think he just broke like 320 days or something on his semen retention streak, and he's been working with an acupuncturist, so we're just kind of like sharing information and talking about the full moons and everything. But I was telling him yesterday, I was like, where I haven't had any out-of-body experiences since getting this acupuncture, getting this started. Like, why would that be? And I think it's twofold. Because again, I was getting that unintentionally. I wasn't trying, but I was getting it through sleep paralysis, and then I'd like leave my body and like all this crazy shit would be happening.
Now keep left to stay on Interstate 65 South.
And I was like, okay, I think there's two things here. is very connected to the mind, and the mind is your experience. Mind is everything that's going on, right? It is all mind. Life is mind. And it's like, number one, potentially a weak heart chi center could have been influencing, encouraging even out-of-body experiences. And that's number one. But number two is trauma. And I've heard from some other people too. I was listening on podcasts and it kind of clicked. They're like talking about, this chick was talking about a very traumatic experience that she had. And when she got back from it, she had this out-of-body experience, and it was like, whoa, this really like cool thing and relief. She's like, oh, maybe it's from, she's like in a cult or something. She's like, oh, maybe the cult leader was right. He helped me get this. And then they were talking to some therapists, and people were like, oftentimes it can, these like wild like out-of-body experiences, they can also be traumatic responses to things, to like give your body a break, like you leave and let your body like work through stuff, just like almost to protect you. And then there's also the aspect, guys, of these spiritual out-of-body experiences that are positive in the source of why they're happening, like at these Dr. Joe Dispenza events, and people having these like spiritual awakening, like spiritual experiences. Yeah, that's also one element. So I'm still not totally sure what the root cause is, but all I know is that ever since I started acupuncture 10 sessions ago, the out-of-body experiences have stopped. The sleep paralysis has stopped. Fascinating. So, could I potentially have been dealing with blocks that were causing that? Maybe. Who's to say? The other thing that is interesting, this might be helpful for some of you, is when I was in this one, I had a couple nasal pops go pop, pop in my right side of my nose, and then it was way easier to breathe again. And that is typically, I was asking her about it because that's sinuses, and that's linked up a lot with the large intestine meridian. So if you have difficult breathing issues, look into it. Google large intestine TCM meridian points, and then you can go find information about that. There's a really good YouTube channel called AcuPro Academy that I've been geeking out over and watching through, and she does video breakdowns of everything. Phenomenal. I'm not a doctor here, guys. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, my experiences. Do whatever you want. Yeah, but go look into it. So the more I'm starting to like work on that meridian, it's like, oh, I must be like healing the energy in the system of that is connected to the breathing, and like the whole body is connected, guys. Everything is related. You think it's one issue that you have to like zone in on. That's like the Western medicine mindset. It's like, oh no, you have pain here, that's the problem.
In
it's
1
like,
mile,
bro,
take
no.
exit 53 on the right onto
Everything is
Tennessee
interconnected. She was telling me about that today too. She's like, it is all connected. It's not just even one meridian. There's meridians and there's sub-meridians and different ones that all interconnect. And she's even saying it's like the English isn't even close to the full translation of the meridians because it's in a different language, and it loses a lot. There's my Corvette again, guys. It's the second one. That one was blacked out. It's so sexy. I'll be getting one of those soon. But she's like, everything is connected, and things lose meaning when they don't translate as well. So like that's why I'm like so sold on getting a traditional Beijing Chinese acupuncturist that's like speaks the language, like is intimately aware of how all of this stuff works, because everything is connected, guys. It's not just, oh, you have this thing here, let's address that thing. It's okay, let's look at how everything is talking together and address it as a whole. And that's what I'm saying. I I had blocks, energetic blocks, that I was not aware of. And I was doing things to try to address these blocks, but only zoning in on that one thing, thinking that, oh no, that's the thing. It's like, no, the body is an orchestra. It is not just one instrumentalist. And it's not going to sound right. It's not going to perform in harmony until you get the whole orchestra working together. And then I was asking her about Qigong as well, because that's pretty fascinating to me. I'm like, I could see myself getting into Qigong. And she's like, just make sure you get a really good, like, Qigong master, like somebody that is very, very good at it, and that you can learn how to, like, direct the energy flows with the meridians and everything. Because she's like, if you do it wrong, you can kind of go crazy. Like, it's not always positive. So if you learn to do it right, that's great. But if you're not going to do that, then just go meditate. Just meditate instead. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. So maybe I'll get into Qigong at some point, guys. I have a friend that has done that and taught that for a while in another state in Wisconsin, and I'm like, that's kind of interesting. I might look into that more at some point once I can start to slow down my acupuncture sessions a bit. But all in all, guys, I'm telling you, this acupuncture has been a game changer, and it's quite quickly become my go-to thing that I would combine with semen retention. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things here. Like, I've learned so much on this streak about things that you can pair with this and create a lifestyle of healing and health and all this good stuff. And again, I view it as semen retention, meditation, fasting, semen retention, meditation, fasting, diet, herbal protocol, whatever. Working out and exercise, fantastic, yes. Transmuting this energy, aiming at something, at a purpose, yes. But now acupuncture is becoming my other main pillar here that I'm really, really excited about. So if you're feeling like you have blocks, if you're feeling like maybe you're not getting the gains that you actually want from this semen retention streak of yours, or maybe it's feeling more difficult than you think that it should, be, you might be dealing with some blocks. You might be dealing with physical energetic blocks. You might be dealing with emotional blocks. And acupuncture might be able to help you work through that. So I'd encourage you to check it out. I gotta run, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace, love, abundance to you all.